Tuesday, an unusual day to be out and about, but Tuesday it is. Off down to a park that's not controlled by the Airspace Authority. Turns out it is, but at least you can get to be a lot higher than the parks close to home. It seems to be really quite officious when it comes to going over height, but you got to comply, otherwise, like everything else, you're fucked. Good session. Lost all my battery power, 3 batteries, mainly teaching it to come home when I want it to come home. Such an excellent little thing, it really is. Tuesday, almost over before I got going. Good bit of drone work, I really enjoy that. Only the biggest fear that everybody has, not just me, so much so that in fact on YouTube there's various videos telling you how to get over the anxiety of drones. Drones are very, very hard to see in the air, very hard to see. And the minute you can't see one when you look up, doesn't matter that you're connected by radio to it and everything else, but the minute you look up and you can't find that thing in your vision, or it's in the sun and you can't see where it is, you start to get nervous. Super nervous. It's just one of those things. The problem with them is the batteries don't last for a real long time, so if you get lost, or rather you lose the drone in the air somewhere, when it's getting close to a battery change, you are going to have a problem. It does allow a few minutes to get home, which is bloody handy, but that's about it. A good drone day. There are certain things that you shouldn't attempt if you haven't had any sleep for the last 36 hours. I regularly fall into this sleepless oddity that, and we're in the middle of one right now, so I am actually getting a bit tired. Need to do it. If you get too much hair growing inside of my head at the same length as it's growing outside, your brain is obviously in a fairly uncomfortable situation. In 3 different types of razors: clippers, electric razors, head blade, you heard it from me, and just the standard everyday 400 blade Schick or something. If they get any more blades, we're just not going to be able to do the business. In this case, I tend to take a bit of skin off too. 8 to 10 weeks, and we're going back to Europe, the world's most uncomfortable airline flight, but I think we're splitting it on the way there. Yvonne is quite anal about having everything organised, so she's even booked train seat on trains, and we've even had the seat numbers. Something we learned a couple of times. We went desperately would like to lose some weight because it makes it a whole bunch harder to sit in an aircraft seat if you've got a guts like I. But it's going away, so we hope. Amsterdam, Berlin. I'm looking forward to seeing Berlin again. I did not get enough time to investigate it last time, and I want to drive, if I can, the world famous Trabant. That's going to be exciting. Slovakia and Hungary. We're in Budapest, where we'll meet my friend and his wife. He lives in Slovenia. He's coming across this way to join us, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him. It's going to be the high point of the whole thing. I think we're away for, I'm not sure, 4 or 5 weeks. There's plenty for us to do. All I hope is that the belligerent USSR Putin robot don't blow away part of a nuclear reactor or something like that. It's not looking real good. I don't want to be there if there's going to be the dreaded yellow cloud. I don't want to be there if there's going to be missiles land on my head either. But if we don't go see it now, we may never be. So 8 to 10 weeks. I can't tell you exactly when because I don't know. Hopefully we're going to miss a pile of the winter here and be in whatever the opposite season is over there. So it's not going to be too cold. It's not going to be too hot. I'm ready.